Thank you. I hope you are able to hear me.
Yes, very clear.
Yeah. Thank you, Sri Kumar, to pull me to this. And I could see that I'm in the midst of educationists, and I'm a little, out of the league to say something about how you do education and all this. All of us, as you know, have been educated in Indian system in different times of, Indian social development. So the experience that you and I had, maybe it's like going to maternal uncle's place. For in my case, it was like 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks. So that's the freedom that you get after the examination, and there is no mother there to admonish you that you have to take your meal at that time, you have to take your milk at this time, you have to go to bed this time, and father will not be there to say your homework has to be done, your this thing has to be done, or you are fooling around. What are the things you are doing? But I think that apart, I should give you a very small conversation. One, sometimes we had, when I am on a break, let's say, which rarely happens, but when I am in a break, let's say for 7 days or 5 working days, and then I come back to office, sometimes the colleagues say, "Where are you?" And I said, "Oh, I was on a break." So they'll ask, "No, but what are the exotic place that you visited?" And we didn't see any of your pictures or videos, or not in Facebook or Instagram. As you know, I am not in social media. In few years back, actually, I shut down all my social media except the Twitter, which is X, which is required because I need to access, follow certain people and what are the post and all this. Otherwise, I'm over the years I have developed a very very lukewarm, let's say, attitude towards social media, and I don't. And there is a reason why I'll say why this thing is happening. And what is exotic place? That's also, I make a distinction between vacation and tourism. So that's a very strong distinction in my own life, that if I'm on vacation, I'm switched off from everything. So whether the vacation is at my home, or that vacation is somewhere else or out of the country, that is between me and my mind and my silence, and whatever, this is nothing to do with anybody who is not with me, and I don't want to share anything with them and get disturbed saying, "Acha, how many followers I have, or if I am in, some island in Greece, and whether my yacht is looking good or not." Uh, essentially, I make a full, distinction between vacation and learning, vacation and education, and vacation and tourism. And I am someone who doesn't believe that actually you can do tourism plus learning. You can do tourism plus learning, but you can't do vacation plus learning. Actually, for me, it's the other way around. Vacation is basically unlearning yourself, detoxification of yourself, and then forget many of the things that you have been bothered with. So it's like, be yourself, be in your own environment, do whatever you want to do. For me, when I'm free, or I'm quiet, or I'm not disturbed, sometimes thoughts come. So I can write. So I just write few paragraphs or something, which is a result of, what you see in one of the in open page once in a while. I think that's how it happens to me, and that's how I have over the years. You said, in various countries, and of course, as a bureaucrat diplomat, I under pressure to do, on the work and all those. But over the years, I have developed this, and I have developed this understanding for children. I am actually feel very concerned about younger generation, younger children, how they are doing, particularly mentally, in terms of their homework, their school pressure, their pressure for achievement, their competition and all this. So, ideally, I would like to have a child's mind to be completely free of all this, but which is not the case. So, I actually want parents or guardian or who are taking care of young children to leave the mind free of parameters. That today, for example, if you are going on a vacation, you are not going on a tour. There is a distinction. If you're going on a excursion of a school, then the school is deciding what you want to do and how you are planning your days. But vacation for me will be for a child. You ask him after your examination, what do you want to do? So the child will say that I want to do this, and I want to swim, I want to do this, I want to fool around, I want to do nothing, I want to read only storybooks. That might be very different answers from children. Somebody might say, I want to build a robot, or I have something like spacecraft. I want to do a design, or it depends. Which I think it depends on what he is not able to do as a school child among his peer group and teachers and all this. Those things he wants to do during that time, I think. So for a vacation, it's like when we were children, those 2 weeks were precious to be unlearn your things, do things which you don't like, either which parents don't like or somebody doesn't like. Grandparents might be liking it, but you did something which is completely different from you went to the forest. Of course, security and safety is there, but you went to parents with other cousins and did something, so came back in the evening. He said, I don't want to eat, I had eaten berries or this or that or all. So I think that is important in today's world, as I see more of digitization, more of social media, more of lack of privacy, and more of competitive peer pressure to be visible, to be successful. That I want to be a genius at the age of 10, you know and then be parents will be saying, oh, I want my child to be genius at the age of 15. Make a supercomputer, and uh, there should be some media around that, and that kind of thing. So it's a pressure for the parents, for the guardian. And also there is another pressure of the competitive competition among schools, that I want to be number one in India. This is a very this is in our psyche, that if I am building a school or I have founded a school, my school should be one of the best in India. Rank one this year, rank two, come to the newspaper front page saying this school is number one in India. So put your child there. No, the number one comes out of what? Out of success, out of CBSE examination, out of your JEE, out of your X, Y, Z. There must be quite number of factors. And then the parents are looking at those things, saying, "Oh, if I put my children in this school and spend this much of money, then maybe he will get into XYZ." And at the end of the day, an engineer at the end of the day, a doctor at the end of the day, an expert in an end of the day is essentially a workforce in the global economy. Is only one part which actually contributes to the wheel called global economy. So everybody is a laborer. you know so whether you were from one of the prestigious universities, you are from some management graduate, you have done extremely well, at the end of the day you are part of the whole system called global economy or Indian economy or whatever economy. You are only contributing to that. So you are only one factor in that, one small factor into whatever is happening. Whatever you say that I'm getting this much package, this much my this year the best package is given by this, the company is essentially buying something, a brand or some. a brand, a skill, and something. So it's part of this business of creating. There's a whole global economy or global industry of buying skills, selling skills. So we are in that process. We can't deny that. That's part of the livelihood. But I think what puts pressure on a child's mind is essentially that, oh, he has a pressure of succeeding. If I ask you that, please recall the backbenchers in your school time, in your class. What are they doing? You will remember, you will actually find that many of them who were backbenchers then have done much better than what you have done. So the whole idea of my having 100 in mathematics or my having JE number one in the world in India doesn't make any sense. Ultimately, it doesn't make any sense. What makes sense is that as a human being, as a person, whether I wanted to do something which I really liked,
All right.
and whether by doing
Yeah. So could you just summarize and conclude?
something.
Yeah.
So, so basically, what I'm trying to say is that I can go on, but I think that's the time constraint. So I can tell you that make vacation something. Don't plan it. Take the children, ask the children what they want to do, give them complete 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or whatever is there. Just give them that freedom that you do this. In as far as security and safety is concerned, their physical safety, put the boundary saying this you will not do because that is not that's harmful for you physically, but the rest of the things you do, and then enjoy your 2 weeks or 3 weeks. After that, we'll see how it is happening. So don't I think we have to dissociate vacation from tourism, vacation from work, leisure, and monetization. We have to take out children from that whole equation of tourism business, education business, anything which has become an industry, and we have a tendency to make industries out of it. Even this vacation, when you plan it like this, there'll be industry around that. Oh, I'll give you the best vacation. I'm I'm sorry to say that, but I think that's how I see it. I think I just
Yes.
left my thoughts with you, and for your thank you for
Yes.
giving me this.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.